Sway in the morning, Shade 45. Oh, man, this one is special right here.
Yeah.
This one is special right here. Every time he comes by, Heather B, it's like going back to high school.
Absolutely.
You know, but now you don't have the insecurities and you got something, you know, you got a foundation and you're seeing people that you kind of grew up with. And in this business, when you're around people that you grew up with, you also trust. You trust them. And so when you see them, you can get beyond the charades and the facades and the grin and grip that you see. And it allows you to almost, you know, just be comfortable and let your guards down. When I see this man, I don't think business first. I think well-being first. When I see him, it's like I'm seeing a family member I haven't seen in a while because we've been out here on this grind. When I see him, I see our evolution in this culture of hip-hop through the music. You know, when I see him, I see success. You know, when I see him, I see somebody who is as hungry today as he was when he first started.
Absolutely.
Every time we talk, it's a new idea that's being flushed out. When I see him, I see a person that I know supports us. A lot of people ask for support, but they don't reciprocate. It's not even in their DNA. They just ask, but they don't even think that, you know, we need support in order to support you. I know he tunes into our show every day because every day because of some of the things we say, he picks up on the little small things. And I'm so happy that he's decided not to let, you know, the zeitgeist of how we feel about artists as they start to mature in this business, especially when it comes to hip hop, that you don't have value, that you don't have a place. That don't apply to us because we've been doing it 20, 25, damn near 30 years. It's actually the other way around. You got to show me your value. You got to show me your place.
Wow.
If you haven't done it as long as we've done it, what are you talking about?
Wow.
You know, and he's here to talk about his new album, Vernia.
Yes.
Named after his grandmother.
Yes.
The one and only Erick Sermon is here.
Yo, I got the dopest intros ever.
Oh, you know it.
Yo, he don't even practice his intros.
Nah.
I'm gonna give Heather B real quick too. I'm coming to get her husband. I think Horse need to be back in the scenes.
Yep.
I just got finished doing half of Queen's Nature. Ali Vegas.
Ali Vegas.
Yo, I didn't know.
Ali Vegas?
Yo,
He's nice.
Sway.
Yes.
Heather, 36 years old. So you know he was a kid when he came.
I didn't know that.
I never knew that he was. If I didn't know Nas, I'm just saying that. Period.
Well, that's how he got his deal, allegedly.
Yeah, but
that
if
he
I'm
walked
saying
in the
that he
office.
was. When you hear him, I'm getting chills. It's another level of metaphoric ways that he does it. How Nas see it, but you can tell he was going to be that.
Be that.
Ali Vegas.
Okay, Tragedy, Royal Flush, everybody. Now I'm Queens.
You Queen.
So I'm Heather's husband. I'm coming to get your crew. That's it.
Horse.
Let's go.
Braveheart. Horse.
Let's do it.
You ready to do that?
Yeah, let's go.
Erick Sermon's here, ladies and
Wow.
gentlemen.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't even. You got any Ali Vegas over there, Wonder?
Allegedly, that's how Ali got his deal. He was brought into the offices at Sony, and somebody was like, "Yo, this is the next Nas," and he freestyled around the whole room for like a half hour, and that's how he got his deal.
Let's give him a little. I'm gonna give him a little like real quick. Okay.
Oh, you doing that?
Yeah, we're doing
You
that.
got to call him because he's going to lose his mind.
He'll be able to go back and see it.
Any of y'all niggas.
Yeah, it's all love, Ali Vegas, man. We used to rock him on the Wake Up Show, yo.
For real?
Yo, the drama bound to stun you before the gun do. Better have a spot to run to, stash your bundle. Blue and whites come through, lookouts want us. It's wrong how they had a guns run when they run up on us. Perps and muggers, words and buggers. It's how they search and slug us for wearing certain colors on the drug strip. Full of duck chicks that love chips. Where I live, you get your mug split for trying to stunt and pose in front of hoes.
Oh, man. Get to know it.
Yeah, everybody can.
Hey, I know y'all just heard something new today on the show, courtesy of Erick Sermon.
Yeah, I got to too.
You know, man, I'm going to give you an idea of the type. We're going to talk about the music.
Okay, I got you.
You put together a great project. I listened to it from front to back.
Appreciate that, too.
I can tell you the titles of the songs that I was like, damn, what they say?
Yeah.
How'd he do this? How Big Crit is on this project?
I know.
You know, it's like, you know,
Okay.
you got so many great people on the project. But DB was sharing a story that and this is DB, by the way,
Yeah,
Erick
of course.
Sermon. Does he look familiar?
Can you imagine that I did not know your face ever? Because I don't think he was. Maybe was he producing then with y'all at the time?
No, he
I'm new to the team.
Well,
Yeah,
how many years has been there?
It's 7 now.
Yeah,
but
7. But
yeah,
I'm saying, I don't know if
yeah.
I was here and us 3 was here.
Yeah.
And maybe he wasn't in front.
No.
Okay.
No,
What up,
he
DB?
had
How
to.
you doing?
He had to earn.
I
His,
know you from the radio, from your name. That's why. But now I see your face now.
We actually do have a past meeting experience that I wanted to share with you real quick that I've been waiting to actually tell you about because this is going back a couple years, so you may not remember. But I had the DJ club, and I believe it was around Christmas time a couple years back.
Mm-hmm.
And the manager tells me that you were coming by that night to like host or do something or whatever. And so you show up, and I'm playing for this club, and you came upstairs and you said like you had a sore throat or you couldn't really rap or anything or perform.
Oh my God,
That was
that's
me.
the homie. That was you.
Yeah.
I gave you money.
Yep.
Yo. If I didn't want to feel bad because he said so, I said, yo, Bus, I don't know if it was 500, whatever it was, whatever the man gave me, I gave it to him. I said, yeah, here, take that, and just let me spin.
Yeah.
Because my voice was going that night. I supposed to have rap for the guy who owned the club.
Uh-huh.
And it was packed that night too.
Yeah.
So I said, yo, let me spin.
Uh-huh.
Just to make up for me not giving that other money back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? so he let me on. Wow,
that was
That's
me.
DB.
Wow.
Yeah, and he gave him the check, man.
Yeah, that was.
I like that. That's crazy.
The money that I had in my pocket, the 500 that he gave me, I gave it to him.
Wow.
He didn't even. It wasn't even like, yo, here's.
Yeah,
He
but-
straight up was like,
Yeah,
here.
that's it. I remember that night.
Crazy.
Yeah,
The
that's
type
crazy.
of person Erick Sermon
That's
is.
crazy.
Yeah.
Life is crazy.
Life is real
That's
crazy,
crazy.
right? You put together a really great album too,
Mm-hmm.
man. And it's a couple of songs on here I want to ask you about, and then kind of reflect on what we're seeing today.
Okay.
In the business, you got a song featuring AZ and Styles P, and it's called "The Game."
Mm-hmm.
And in it, you talk about the game and the perception of people to artists such as yourself and I. And some of the lyrics I was listening to was, you said, I love it when they think that I'm over.
Right.
And then I'll pull up in a Rover.
Right. I
You
put
know,
the left foot
I'll
out
put
the
up in
Rover.
Yeah, put the left foot out the
Right.
Rover. And then you went on to say, too, about hanging out with Carlos Slim.
Yeah. This is before, see, Jay Bessel's messed my lineup.
Okay.
Because at one time, Carlos Slim was one of the richest men in America from Mexico. I don't know if y'all know him, though.
Yeah, we know. Yeah.
He's filthy.
Yeah.
So that's where I was at with him. And people didn't know. You know, again, I didn't know till somebody told me, too, that the richest man in the world was a guy from Mexico named Carlos Slim, who got his wife a library. She passed away, and the library is worth whatever type of millions is worth, whatever. So that was just in a rhyme. But in the game, this is why I get emotional, too, because I see you, I see Heather, and then I see Tiger Woods, again, at the bottom. He's watching on videotape the Stephen A. Smith, everybody saying, you over.
Right.
Retire, done. Now, in the game, people be like, oh, you still rap? Oh, are you still hosting? Are you still producing? Only we do that. They don't do that in the other coaches. They respect that Madonna's 60 on tour. They don't say old school Sting, old school Madonna, old school U2, old school Cher, just the name.
How does that make you feel, though? As somebody who's laid down the brickwork for folks to succeed today.
I don't think that, because it seems like they respect the elders more. We are so disrespectful. Like Dakota Blacks and them, they just, like, why you doing that? Like, we didn't do, when you get my age, you better hope that you have a job.
Word
You better
up.
hope that they come to watch you in the arena, because my arena is packed out. I'm in Colombia with 70,000 people out there talking about, you know, I'm making $1 million every 6 months in y'all, you know, this is, I'm in Prague with 50,000.
Did you say Prague? You hear that?
Singing You Got to Chill from 1988.
Y'all bitches can't even spell Prague.
But I'm just saying the fact that when you didn't make, if this the moment that you in,
Yeah.
what are you gonna do when you get to this age and you have to work and there's no money for you? They're not coming to watch you. Because I done got older, I'm in church, I got kids, the whole nine. That ignorance that we doing, I won't be able to go rock with that. I have no songs. You made nothing for me to go to the concert to go see you in 20, 30, 40 years.
So people not going to, in 10 to 15, 20, 30 years, go to your concert so you can replay your trolling that you did on social media? I'm gonna buy tickets so we can see how you.
Exactly.
Yeah, they're not gonna.
And that's the part that I try to be careful when you say something. Because even when we 60 and 70, you still gonna be Sway. You still gonna be Heather B. I'm still gonna be Erick Sermon no matter what. The same with every other big rock, Rolling Stone, Mick Jagger person. I'm still that. I can go outside right now, take my drawers down, have my balls scraping on the sidewalk. You would never be me.
Yeah.
This is how I'm like, why would you disrespect what we did? You would never, ever see that. You would never sell the records we sell, have the type of performances, not no clubs, arenas, three nights a week in Madison Square Garden or in Detroit or either over here at, Jersey or either whatever. These are stadiums that we did. I remember being at the Joe Louis Arena in Detroit where it was 17,000 people. Somebody jumped on stage before us, so we wasn't the headline. We were like third. Sway, the people did not leave. They turned the lights on. Erick and Paris got to come out here. 17,000 people, lights on, Joe Louis Arena, 17,000. They can't even fathom what that looked like. When there's maybe 18 or 8,000, 9,000 fans with your shirt on.
Yeah.
Not with their clothes on, your shirt on.
Your shirt on. But you got to even put it into more context, like, because you'll see 20 or 30 or 15 to 20 groups on one bill, and they're filling up these arenas. Where you guys weren't, it wasn't a whole bunch of people, that was filling up the arena.
Sway has been listening.
Yeah.
Even now, you need 20 acts to have a hit record to fill up that arena. We don't have to have a record made for 30 years, and we're doing that.
And you're doing that at a time when those arenas weren't trying to let hip-hop in. Because they didn't see the value in it. They didn't see the ROI in it. And now look where hip-hop.
The big ones that's coming to Brooklyn right now, which is Snoop with 50 Cent and Locks and DMX and them. Nobody knew on there. It was the Barclays. It's 2 nights. They sold out.
Sold it out quickly.
And that was all done with no social media.
No social media.
Oh, wow,
It don't matter. It don't matter because then at the end of the day, this is what it boils down to. As far as the mainstream, what they say the mainstream is, the mainstream isn't that. They can't control us. We're too smart.
Yeah.
So, but I can control him. So I can let's say 360 for you, and you can go out there and make this music that gives us a looks a certain way. Listen, man, I'm no hater. I got a 13-year-old boy at home.
Yeah.
The most ratchet son in America. But I catch him playing No Vaseline.
By Ice Cube.
So I'm like, do I say, okay, this, or so I'm like, yeah, go fuck with the Cube, because after Cube on the playlist, Pac could come on, and then Pete Rock could come on, and he'll know the songs, and then he'll like the songs. For him, won't happen because he got caught one time. Put my personal business out here, but it's for any parent. We caught him with a pen.
A smoking
Right?
the
Yes.
vape pen? Okay.
Peer pressure from the football team because two other kids got caught too. But he took the chance on me caving his chest in, knowing I'm gonna cave his chest in. But that was more pressure in school than me. So I deal with that.
How'd you deal with it?
Again, I'm trying to. Our age group wasn't prepared for social media.
Yeah.
How are we gonna be able to combat with that? I can't watch that kid 24 hours a day. I got to live too.
Right?
So everybody else that's doing got to live too. So I can be able to parent as much time as I can to look him in his face to see him, to be able to say, to make sure. But I don't know. So I try to not still fear so he won't want to chill out with me.
Yeah, and he don't want to talk to you.
Exactly.
Yeah. Has he heard that Vernia is the title of your album?
Yeah.
And
He played that girl when they first came all day. He don't know about the album per se.
Yeah.
He just knew that the single came out, and he told his friends in school, my dad got a single out, and he was rocking it, knew the words, the whole nine, knew Big Crit's verse. He's a Big Crit. They all know Crit, because Crit is kind of again still a relevant dude who straddles the fence, even though he should be bigger than what he is.
Big Crit?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Because after Def Jam let him go, how you let somebody like that go? But I guess you don't know, so he's independent. And he was going through something a lot. So now he back. He was just with the Bun B album the other night over there with Method Man and all them.
He peed that, right?
Yeah.
And I remember Bun came by here and said that Crit was executive producing it, one of the EPs on it, or help put it together, right?
No doubt.
Erick Sermon is here, man. I want to play a track. Let's play the game.
Okay, go ahead.
We're going to play the game. Come back. You want to talk with them, 888-742-3345.
It's all the same. It's all the same. I'm like, where did the game go?
Where did the game go? Erick Sermon is here. Vernia is the name of the album. It's out today, man.
Yeah.
You could get it on all platforms,
All platforms.
All right.
Well, but check this out, too. This album, I was able to, last year, I opened up our own streaming company. Wow. You know I don't Sway. This is not even a...
It ain't a stunt.
I'm not letting them get none of my money. It's called empathy. You owe. Every major person who made it in this game that was able to take hip hop and make it to the bigs, like a Leo that went to YouTube, it's empathy. I'm asking you to help me. I don't need you, but how did you get here? They owe. Nobody would never get a dime of nothing of mine. Not if this culture, and I ain't getting no part. You making billions in something that I helped, and we here starving. You got to be crazy.
Got it. So what's the name of your streaming platform?
So it's called Squad Streaming.
Squad Streaming.
Right.
Okay.
So for me not being a hypocrite, I put Vernia through there, but I was able to get like the Fred the Godsons, Cassidy, again, Nature, half of Queens. They had no idea about streaming. Nobody gonna tell them about streaming or how to make streaming or how streaming even works.
Yeah.
I had went viral about 8 months ago about me saying that Spotify, if you 1 million streams is $8,000 a whole 9, whatever, and then Ghostface uploaded it like, yo, you hear what Sermon is talking about. It went viral. I thought everybody knew what streaming was about.
Nah.
So there's 121 streaming platforms, 121. So imagine even at 500,000 or 1 million streams on one of them. Imagine if you're doing 100 platforms with 1 million streams. Next year, there'll be $54 billion being made in streaming. We are making more money than we ever made being signed to a label in history. Now, whoever don't know about this can be ignorant to the fact and say, this is not working for us. That's a lie, because I have a streaming company and I see what it's doing for me. Now, I still go through all platforms, but I own my link. So Spotify and them have it, and they'll make whatever they make, but that money comes directly to me.
How do they make the money off the streaming?
The money that's made off the streaming is the fact that, of course, how many streams you're getting. So again, the 200, 300, 400, 5 to 1 million, whatever. Like say like Nas' song, Who Shot the Kid?
Yeah.
11 million streams on one, and that was Spotify.
Yeah.
It's 121 of them. You got, not Tidal was exclusive, but you got Apple and all them too. But the more streams, different streaming companies give you different money. Rates. Spotify is $12,000. They the highest.
Different rates. Yep.
Different rates.
But what? Okay, so and then they'll pay you a certain rate. Million streams,
Right.
You might make $5,000.
One thing about this, the fact that again, the algorithms, we'll never know what they are. They can tell us whatever.
They get that, and that's the argument I've had.
That's
they tell you
everybody.
They tell you it's $1 million. It could have been $5 million. You don't know. But how does Spotify generate the money off of the artist streams?
Spotify gets 10%. Yeah, subscribers.
Subscribers.
Yeah.
Okay. Advertise.
He's the head of it,
man. Go ahead.
He's the head.
How do streaming companies gather the money to pay the artists?
It's through usage. The subscribers and the amount of time that they listen to it. Same thing with YouTube. You get paid based on the amount of time that they're listening and watching. So, you have to build the algorithms based on each individual artist and all the keyword searches, heat link searches, and you have to keep feeding it. It's like a machine. If you don't feed, if you put one, you think you're going to make money. It's not. You need to give them thousands and thousands of songs. If 1,000 songs is in your system and it's making $10 a month, how much you making?
10 times 1,000.
Right.
So if you have 1 million songs in your system and it's making $1 a month,
that's why Spotify and them are so they're billionaires.
It's a volume thing.
But imagine why you see Chris Brown putting out 40 records and the whole 9. The more records you have out there, each record is a link. So imagine if you got 40 songs out there and 30 of them like Drake. The whole album is streaming. So he's out there being able to throw away $1 million in the air when you feel like it. We don't have to count his money. All I could do is look at his streams and know what percentage he getting and what he has in his pocket.
Erick Sermon is here.
Oh,
New
okay.
album is Vernia.
Yep.
It's out today, so make sure you go stream it. All right.
Very interesting conversation. I really appreciate you dropping all this insight, E. So when it comes to your streaming site,
Right.
since you own that link, but you
Right.
still have your music on the others, as far as promo goes, you always promote the link to your personal one, and then whoever just uses
I always upload it. I don't really even hardly promote my company. I just promote for the ones who
on
are
it.
signed under me.
Okay.
Because again, you're right. I don't have exclusivity. Exclusivity.
Exclusivity.
God damn, what the hell?
It's difficult for
Exclusivity.
me
Yo,
too.
I'm a big word genius, and I don't know how I'm messing on that. But to be able to have my songs go all the way to every platform, I don't want to do what Tidal did and just have it on Tidal for the to listen to.
Right,
I
because I
wanna-
wondered that because
Nah.
but you could essentially make more money that way if it was exclusive.
Yeah,
no?
but I won't take the chance of somebody. People don't got Tidal.
Yeah.
You know, everybody got
What it is
Apple.
Is that we are a boutique streaming service. We actually use all the advanced analytics and the metrics that come with YouTube and Spotify.
Those are the big words I forgot. I got the metrics.
Analytics and
They-
metrics.
they
give They give us all of our, like I said, advanced analytics. They give us our demographics, our geographics.
Who are they?
YouTube and
And-
Spotify.
okay.
That's who we
So-
go after for those analytics. You have to give us our reports to say, okay, if we stick Ali Vegas in Germany, is he going to do well?
Yeah.
But it comes back and says, okay, well, E's biggest market is in Los Angeles. Out of the whole world, LA is the biggest supporter of Eric. So when we run
Sway and Tech used to play a lot of.
So when we run our promos, we direct it towards those demographics, and that's what we do as a boutique streaming service.
How does your rates differ from Spotify,
It's
Tidal,
all
Apple?
the same rates. We have to use the same rates.
Well,
as they
whose
give
rates
us.
you use? So the same each person, each company
Yes.
gives you their rate.
That's exactly right.
How
See,
do
right
they
now,
do- yeah.
right now we are not a what's considered to be a self-upload like
Right.
TuneCore
Okay.
or
Right.
DistroKid.
Okay.
We are strictly boutique. So that means that when you
We
come
go
to
through
us,
somebody. Who do we go through?
right? We lease our technology
Right,
through
right.
Create Music.
Right.
Erick Sermon is here. Big round of applause for that. We got Reggie.
TrackLib.
Uh-huh.
I just want to get it quick before you start going into stuff like this. I have my own sampling company.
He listens every day. He knows it. See, he's
Yeah.
cut. He knows
Yeah,
my
he knows
business.
your transition.
He knows
No,
my
I'm
style.
a listener every day. TrackLib, I opened up a sampling company to make the music move forward, creative, because people was getting beat in the head with samples and the money. So me and two guys from Spotify, from Sweden, where Spotify came through, Par and Pair hooked up and made a streaming company called TrackLib. Now, J. Cole just used it and made, what's his new song called? Middle Child.
Yeah.
From my tracking, from my
What does your company do? You create.
TrackLib I got 200,000 samples in it. Then I'm able to, you can sample from by putting whatever year you want to go from 75 to 89 or 63 to 72, you can be able to move that. You have all the genres that you want to go through the sample from. I also have stems of records that you can sample from. But you can get your sample cleared on my site in 5 minutes.
Wow, that's so funny that
How?
J. Cole is the
Yeah,
first one.
because it's my company.
Okay.
So you can you log on in your credit card. You put it in your what's that basket where you get something
card,
checking
the card,
yeah, whatever, and you put your sample inside there. You pay $5 or $10, $25. We just bought a piece of President for $2,500. So because the homeboy had passed away, but we bought that one just for habit for us.
In
but-
peace to
yeah,
president.
so we bought it. So right now we have this company. But when you go on, though, any producer go on, Static Selector, everybody's on. They all on. The Ninth Wonder, all saying, Eric, thank you. Because what I did was for the new people. That's why J. Cole was important that time, to do that for that new single. Because the new people can now make music that sounds different. This is sampling. This is hip hop. But they want to keep using that 808 machine. And now you can use a sample that you can pay for in 5 minutes.
And J. Cole knows that you're affiliated to the company?
I don't think that he even knew that because I give you credits. I can give you 100 credits, 100 free sample credits. You know, if my friends hit me up, I give you free. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. I give you some credits to go and you can just go ahead and sample. But it's gonna Sway. It's only $100, $250. Like real low sample rates. You know, we just went in this because people listen. You sitting at home, you're not making no money. So now you're making money. So nobody was looking at people buying their publishing no more.
Yeah.
So we did it.
Erick Sermon.
I love that J. Cole got on top of that because literally the last track of Forest Hills Drive, there's a point where he's complaining about how complicated the process of getting samples cleared and how expensive it is.
Right.
Like, he's saying that out loud. So
Well,
that's why I'm like,
hopefully,
of course he jumped on that.
Good on this. I'm glad you said that, though. If you're listening, yeah, that's mine.
You know what happened with because I remember when you brought the rugs, when you first brought the rugs to us, Duff Rugs to us. Me and King Tech
Sway
one.
is my first clients. That's why, again, when the new one's coming out, I'm giving a whole bunch of all the iconic. You're gonna have a whole package of 20. So you do what you want with them. So everybody the Wu-Tang Clan, the Gangstar, Naughty, EPMD, Redman, all the Beastie Boys, it's a roll of 20 of all the classic logos that I made for the anniversary. Because I never launched yet.
Yeah.
I'm launching next month for the first time.
For the first time.
People just thought, oh, that's a cute thing you're doing. That's cute. That's cute, nigga. I make out of 8,000 rugs, I make $1.6 million. How cute is that? No, but listen, because that's what they did.
Yeah.
It was cute. You know, again,
But that's how people try to minimize.
I went to
your
every
progress.
one of our black people who was like, yo, we need to get together, support. We need to take back what's ours. They didn't give me a dime. Not the fact that I need it, but just to say, yo, you want to be down with me? Even my mentor. And when I went to Russell, that's who I really wanted to be a partnership with. He just brushed me to Kevin Lyles.
Did Kev do it?
No.
Well, shit, we got the rugs first, so that's what we was bigging them up. So
yeah, but again,
you look real sad right there.
No, it's the fact that again, everybody talked that game. Even on the web now, I'm putting no names out there on blast though. But I got 2 buildings in Long Island that I went and got Rockwilder, Ty Fife, and put them in my building just to say, yo, let's make a team and do something. Then start doing all the people who didn't know. I brung them in and did music for them for free. Everybody talk about the culture and what they doing and we together. That's bullshit. Nobody's doing nothing. Nobody's helping nobody. Let me stop. This is people is crazy, man.
No. But it is what it is. I mean, it sounds people say one thing on record or in interviews, but like you said, to your point, when you go and say, okay, well, let's talk about this business venture, how we gonna come together. You don't see it a lot.
I was doing my Netflix deal with Bernard. Bernard bought me Fugees. I said no. Bernard bought me Nas. I gave him C-list beats. Bernard bought me Game. Bernard bought me Biggie. Bernard bought me 50. Bernard bought me Wu-Tang Clan.
You said no?
No to all of them.
Why?
I was too young.
Oh, you didn't know?
I didn't know. I didn't know when Raekwon was like, can you sign me? I'm like, I just got out. I don't know,
Damn, B. Shit, man. You got anybody else on deck?
Jay-Z be helping people.
No.
Yeah,
I'm not saying there is none.
No.
I'm like the few that you think, and the one that's Jay don't talk.
Yeah,
but the one that's posting it.
We say that all the
time. The one that's posting,
yeah,
that's singing, and you hear them in interviews. Come on, I'm one of them people that I got to keep up. So that's why when you hear my music, every time I'm current. I mention who's out. I know the conversation. I know what's going on because it's my music. That's why the cabinet. When you see fucking Bush out here fucking gangstering John Gotti and shit, I had to write about that.
Sway said you ain't put him in the cabinet.
I know. You know what happened? I apologize. The only brother that went to the White House several times.
Yeah.
And maybe inside when I was writing the cabinet, there wasn't a secretary of what to give to him. Maybe I could have came in with me, Method Man and Redman as the entourage. In the beginning, I could have put you there.
Could have been a part of your advisory staff.
You know what?
Director of communications.
Right, facts.
But listen, you're right. It's 15 cabinet members,
Yeah.
So I wrote all 15 to the best of my ability.
I don't think you did your best, see, but you got a lot of great ones in there.
That was a great explanation.
That was so good, and it was he used the Obama hands too.
The other day I was
Well, let me explain. He got a song called "The Cabinet" on his album,
right.
So people hearing don't know what we're talking about.
Oh yeah. The Cabinet is I was saying that if I was head of state, I would have my cabinet like this. So inside, like I named DMX the Secretary of Energy. Mm-hmm. I named
Jay-Z Secretary of State.
I named Nas the public housing.
50 Secretary of Defense.
Exactly, and I did
Chuck D.
And I did LL Health, Lauryn Hill Education. Mm-hmm. So all the stuff I had to write down to make sure I fit the artists in the right places and agriculture with Snoop Dogg. So if I can if I can put inside the response for the cabinet is insane.
What artists got just like I came at you? Who else got at you?
I played the record for Busta Rhymes at my studio. And when the Secretary of Energy came up and his name was not there, he was like, "Really?" But I played it for him first, you know. But I forgot about my friend. I'm more friends with Bus than I am with D, even though I know D, but I know Bus longer. That was my mistake.
Erick Sermon on this album on a song called Zion has Exhibit on it. Shout out to Exhibit, David Banner, our brother David Banner. Mm-hmm. And you got somebody to rap that I've asked to rap up here and can't even get him to do it. And I heard this verse. And I was going to call him and like, why you won't do that for me? Just like you didn't put me in the cabinet? Here it is, man.
I don't like to brag no more. This shit is boring. Especially when I'm in the G550 soaring. Over your hood, over your girl, over your pips, over your bank, over your chips. Little dudes walking around like they got it. OG Shat D's, Brick City, Illuminati. Competition is none, get your level up. Pulling ass muscles, he dead, get your shovel up. Watch game terrible, get your bezel up. Diesel been diamond, your ass Cuban zirconia. Spit ammonia, about to kill you phony fucks. Cut a Cooper with this flow, Ben had Milwaukee Bucks. Shucks. Shaq's a living legend. Big Daddy Kane on their ass. No ass stepping. No witnesses. No prisoners. No eavesdropping. It's just death to all listeners. Make a ghost with the Tommy trying to power trip. All I know is get money and know how to flip. If I don't like the climate, then I turn the thermostat. Rob me, call Banner. Where's Mama at? Dare any baller disrespect Shaq. Some of y'all act like Ron, but you Wally Zerbiak. Superman and Hulk bust him in the eye, but I don't feel like rapping no more. Bye-bye.
There's Shaquille O'Neal on there, man.
Yeah, he was
spitting bars.
Going. He wrote that because usually he'll have people with him.
Yeah.
Now he's dolo.
Shaq wrote that?
Yes, that's him.
I know Peter Guns was right for him back in the day.
I know, but he showed me doing it with him as the engineer to up to 2 in the morning. Just him and the engineer going.
People may not realize, but on the first album, Shaq was the first athlete to go platinum, have a platinum rapper hip hop album, and if it wasn't for the song "Outstanding,"
right,
it's one of his biggest songs ever.
Yeah, so the million. The album and the single was $1 million.
This set the tone for Shaq.
Nobody don't know that about Shaq. That
he did. Let Me In.
Oh, the Biggie Smalls though too.
Yup.
That was the big one. After the first one.
Leave me alone, girl. I know you got some funk in the trunk, and you're looking at a big old.
And these are all songs that Erick Sermon produced
and wrote.
Yeah. So man, yo, E, we got Rochemi is here today.
Okay.
So we're gonna have to. You might have to come back, man. This was a very enlightening.
But every time I come here, it's the same thing.
Yeah, man.
I try to again, to match your intelligence, so I try to do that.
Mine, man.
No, I know I do that, but believe me, besides you on here, outside the work from MTV, being on the set, being on the scene, and then being able to do the interviews, and it's a lot. So, I try to do my part if I can, but listen, the hatred is still heavy.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't like what you think, because, what's up, legend, whatever. That happens.
Yeah.
But that other part, to get to move her, it's heavy. Because we don't want to see, we shouldn't still be here.
Yeah.
Why are you here still making money?
Yeah.
Why you... So that's what so I deal with that.
Hey, man, you ain't even got to... Man, I keep my eyes on the road. I don't look at the distractions. Wow. We move forward.
Okay.
They did. We're here for a reason. That's why we're still here.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Love you, Erick Sermon.
Thank you again, Sway in the Morning.
Get that album, Vernia. It's out right now.
Right now. Every streaming platform. God damn it, Sermon.
I love it though, man. You passionate, bro.
Squad streaming. Thank you, Kim Sermon. Sway said the rug. He's ready for them right now.
I'm ready.
So he's good.
Kim, I'm ready, Kim. All right. Hey, man, love you, E.
Yeah.